Alpha mindset is not about arrogance, domination, or demanding obedience. It is about embodying such unshakable confidence, discipline, and integrity that others naturally follow without being told. Because true leadership is not announced, it is demonstrated, and respect is not taken. It is earned through consistent action to lead without fear. You must first understand that fear is the greatest barrier between who you are now and who you are capable of becoming. It is the invisible chain that keeps most people trapped in mediocrity, afraid to step forward, afraid to take responsibility, afraid to make decisions when the path ahead is uncertain. But the Alpha knows that leadership is born in uncertainty, is forged in the moments when no one has the answers, when the crowd is frozen by doubt, and one person dares to move, not because they are certain of success, but because they refuse to let fear dictate their actions. The Alpha mindset begins with self-mastery, because you cannot lead others if you cannot lead yourself. And that means holding yourself to a higher standard than anyone else will. Showing up early, staying late, doing the hard work that no one sees and no one applauds, because you are not here for applause. You are here for results. The Alpha is decisive, not reckless, because they know hesitation can cost opportunities. Yet they also know that impulsive decisions without foresight can destroy trust, so they act with clarity, weighing the risks, but never letting the fear of failure outweigh the possibility of success. They lead by example, because talk is cheap, and people trust what they see more than what they hear it. You want others to follow? Be the one who walks the path first. Be the one who is willing to endure discomfort before asking anyone else to do the same. The Alpha never hides behind titles, positions, or authority, because they understand that true respect does not come from rank. It comes from the consistent demonstration of competence, courage, and character. To earn respect through action, you must make your word unshakable when you say you will do something. It is done, not eventually, not when convenient, but without excuse and without delay, because reliability is the foundation upon which trust is built, and trust is the currency of leadership. The Alpha mindset requires that you face challenges head-on, not because you are fearless, but because you have trained yourself to act in spite of fear, to step into the unknown and adapt under pressure, to stand tall when others crumble, because leadership is not about comfort. It is about responsibility. If you want the respect of those around you, you must be willing to carry the weight they cannot, to shield them from chaos when they falter, to make the hard calls when no one else will. An Alpha does not need to constantly assert their dominance, because their presence alone commands respect through their actions, through their calm in crisis, through their ability to remain steady under pressure. They create an environment where others feel secure following them. They know that leadership is not about being liked, it is about being trusted, and sometimes that means making decisions that others may not understand in the moment, but will respect in the long run. The Alpha is not threatened by the strength of others, because they know that empowering those around them makes the whole stronger. They do not hoard knowledge or resources. They share them freely, understanding that the greatest leaders create more leaders, not more followers. They do not shy away from responsibility when things go wrong. Instead of pointing fingers or making excuses, they take ownership, they admit their mistakes, and they correct them, because nothing earns respect faster than a leader who stands accountable. To lead without fear also means leading without ego, because ego blinds you to reality. It makes you defensive instead of receptive. It makes you insecure instead of confident. And the Alpha mindset requires clarity, humility, and the ability to listen without feeling threatened. Respect is built slowly, brick by brick, through countless small actions: showing up when you are tired, delivering on promises, standing by your team in hard times, making sacrifices without seeking recognition, and holding yourself to the same standards you expect from others. The Alpha understands that words inspire, but actions transform. Anyone can give a speech about courage, discipline, or unity. But when people see you living those values daily, without compromise, without wavering, they are moved to follow you willingly. The Alpha does not seek to control through fear. because fear may produce obedience, but it will never produce loyalty. And loyalty is the true strength of any leader, is earned through trust, and trust is earned through action. The alpha mindset also understands patience. Real respect is not built overnight. It comes from years of consistent performance, from weathering storms without losing your composure, from delivering results when they matter most. They are calm under fire because they have trained themselves for chaos. They have faced adversity enough times to know that panic serves no one. And they understand that in crisis, people are not looking for the loudest voice. They are looking for the steadiest hand. The alpha knows when to speak and when to listen, when to push and when to hold back. Because leadership is a balance between strength and empathy, between demanding excellence and understanding limitations. The alpha mindset is not about being perfect. It is about being relentless in the pursuit of growth, improvement, and mastery, about never settling for good enough, about refusing to let complacency take root. The alpha is driven by vision, by the bigger picture, and they make decisions not for short-term applause, but for long-term success. They remain grounded because they know power without humility leads to downfall, and they keep their values at the center of everything they do, because values are the compass that prevents leaders from losing their way. Leading without fear means trusting your instincts, even when others doubt you. It means making choices that may not be popular but are necessary. It means accepting that leadership can be lonely, because you will often walk a path few can understand. The alpha mindset thrives in this reality because they know that loneliness is the price of responsibility, that standing alone is sometimes necessary to protect the many. They use solitude, not as a prison, but as a forge to sharpen their thinking, to plan their moves, to reflect on their actions, and to emerge stronger each time. The alpha earns respect not by chasing it, but by embodying it through integrity, through discipline, through unshakable consistency. They are not easily swayed by trends, opinions, or the noise of the crowd, because their focus is locked on their mission, and they know that every action they take either strengthens or weakens the respect they have built. They do not tolerate excuses from themselves or those they lead, because excuses breed weakness, and weakness spreads like a disease. Instead, they demand accountability, and they give it in return. They reward effort, they acknowledge loyalty, and they protect those who stand with them. Because leadership is a two-way street. If you want the respect of your people, you must show them that you respect them first. The alpha mindset is one of service, because a leader's true power is measured by the success, growth, and well-being of those they lead. They put the mission and the team above personal gain, and in doing so, they inspire a level of commitment that no amount of authority could ever command. To lead without fear and earn respect through action is to live every day as an example, to stand unshaken in the face of adversity, to make decisions with courage, humility, and conviction, and to understand that leadership is not about standing above others. It is about walking ahead of them, clearing the path, and showing them by your actions that the destination is worth the journey. The alpha does not wait for permission to lead. They step forward when leadership is needed. They act when action is required, and they speak when truth must be told, regardless of the risk. They understand that the greatest respect is not given to those who demand it, but to those who earn it, quietly, consistently, and without compromise. So if you want to lead without fear, master yourself first. Hold yourself accountable before anyone else does. Take ownership of your actions and live every day in alignment with your values. Show up when it is hard. Keep your word when it is costly, and stand tall when it would be easier to bow. Because in the end, the alpha mindset is not a title. It is not a position. It is not an image. It is a way of life. And it is proven not in what you say, but in what you do, over and over, until no one needs to be told that you are a leader, because they have already seen it in you.